mixing with flair. Every sip's a moment we're happy to share. Liquid lunch, pour it smooth, let it flow. Friends round the table where the good times grow. Raise a glass, let the worries slip away. Liquid lunch, we're living for the day. The clock don't matter, we're lost in the vibe. Jazz in the air, feel the soul come alive. From martinis to bourbon, we're riding the wave. Stealing this hour, it's the freedom we crave. Sun's still shining, but we're in our zone. This bar's our shelter, our temporary home. One more round before the world calls us back. Savor the moment, keep the blues in the rack. We'll laugh and we'll toast till the afternoon fades. Memories made in these liquid escapades. Liquid lunch, pour it smooth, let it flow. Friends round the table where the good times grow. Raise a glass, let the worries slip away. Liquid lunch, we're living for the day. So here's to the daylight, the drinks and the fun. Our liquid lunch, till the next one comes. With a wink and a smile, we'll be back real soon. Chasing that jazz under the high noon.
Va salute and happy Friday! It is the weekend, yes. Midday on a Friday, I consider to be the start of the weekend because even if you still have to work for the afternoon, let's face it, we're all watching the clock until we can slide off that brontosaurus and pedal our way home, right? Be talking about that drink in just a second, but I first want to say hi to all of you. Starting with Big Al of Big Al Presents. Do Nurples come in other colors? We'll talk about that, as a matter of fact. Have a very happy Halloween, Liquid Lunchers. Have a great show, Troy. Well, thank you very much. Big Al, make sure you join Big Al and Deleted Scenes for your viewing pleasure this evening for the original Halloween, I believe it is. It's not the second one. I believe it's the first one. I have my my choice of whole series of Halloweens to watch. Well, actually, I already watched this one this week, and I'm trying to decide if I want to do the Thorn series or the Kills and Ends saga. I'm probably going to go with that one. I'll be watching those while I get the stream set up for tonight. Very special Halloween last call tonight. And yes, when and if Ruby Hoof stops by today, we have a great deal of gratitude for you, always for the gifted memberships that you give, but especially for the one that went to Lynn Green yesterday, because we love having her around. We really do. Although she's not going to be around much today because she's frantically working on getting everything ready for tonight. See? I'm not the only one here. But we are graced with someone we don't usually see in the afternoon, Aged Boomer. He's got whiskey and he's loosening his tie. And he says, a purple Nurple sounds delightful. Yeah, when you read the ingredients, right? Doesn't it sound like a really refreshing drink? I do think that, although I don't like to use ice to water down my my beverages, sometimes for refreshedness sake, it's worth it, right? And with a mixed drink like I'm having today, let's just say the quality of the vodka isn't really that important, which is why I'm having a particular American brand, Buddies, because I got to use it up on my mixers. Let's see here. Mech Paul! It is lunchtime. Here I are. Like, share, subscribe, and become a member. Do it now! Thank you very much, Mark. Jonathan Conroy says, hail all, smash the like button, and enjoy the show. And I do hope that you do just that. Let's see. Final Fantasy Fan 012. Purple Nurple. I'm already getting flashbacks to the show Chowder. Yeah. There's a lot of references. A lot of references. We'll touch on some of them. Obviously going to focus on one version of the drink. There's actually a bunch of different drinks that call themselves Purple Nurple, by the way. There's the love of my life. Welcome, Netter, who also just recently became a member of my channel through a gifted membership by a generous channel member. Thank you so much. Which allows her to vote on what movie the members will be watching on Monday. I have decided that because Monday is just a few days after Halloween, but we are into November, into the Thanksgiving season, I thought, let's go with a scary Thanksgiving film. You know, kind of blend the two. And not Eli Roth's Thanksgiving, because we watched that last year. So I have 4 movies up on my community tab for the members to vote on which one they want. I was surprised by what the first vote was, but I haven't looked back to see what's winning right now. And if you are not a member, consider becoming a member, because you can vote on that movie and then enjoy that movie for as little as $2 a month. And that's not just one movie. That's, well, an average of 4 movies. Sometimes it's 5, depending on how the month works. But a free movie of your choice that you can watch with a group of friends. That's always a lot of fun. Plus, there's a lot of other benefits to membership, including supporting a channel that you must enjoy if you're here watching it. If you're here watching it and not enjoying it, what are you doing? I mean, you know? Happy Halloween, says the Vagrancy Horror. What are we drinking? Well, look at the title. The title will tell you what we're drinking and what I will be drinking tonight and what I'll be drinking all this afternoon, because it is a yummy, refreshing drink. We'll talk more about it in just a moment. I plan to barbecue and eat that brontosaurus. Yes, but be careful. You know, if you have someone bring it to your car, it may cause the car to tip over. This is just a, safety warning. And Netter is, of course, expounding on the virtues of support. Like, share, subscribe, become a member, leave a comment, gift a membership if you are feeling so generous, because we would absolutely appreciate that. You are good people. What I find funny is here I am streaming and Boomer is dropping articles for Sunday. That's some high quality Halloween H2O. I was surprised. I honestly was surprised that H2O was really as good. It is a way better movie than it had any business being. And while I really don't like the idea of Laurie and Michael being siblings, which is a plot point introduced in the second movie, I felt H2O dealt with it pretty well. I actually really liked it. It was, they should have just ended it right there. It should have been boom, done, although I will reevaluate with this, no, that's the Thorn trilogy, with the lives and ends and dies and ends and rebirths and whatever. I'll check that out. Yes, they are watching the original 1978 Halloween, which, let's face it, is the best. You literally could end right there. You watch it, it's done. It's just done, you know. Netter points out that I do have a membership drive going for as little as $2 a month. You could become a member and help me to reach my goal of 100 members by the end of the year, which honestly, I got to be honest, I'm feeling less and less confident about. Last month I was feeling, yeah, we could do this. Now I'm looking, going, I'll be glad to finish out the year with as many as I started with. Just saying. It's not going that well. I'm even disappointed in how we're doing on the subscription drive. I wanted to get to 2,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and the needle just ain't moving at all. So guys, please help me out. It costs $0 to subscribe, to share out streams and say, hey, subscribe to this guy. It's a rough game. It really is. I don't know what I got into. Happy Halloween, Halloween, Halloween. Happy Halloween, Silver Shamrock. Yeah, the third movie really does stand on its own just fine. Gifted memberships are also welcome. That's absolutely true. Thank you. My mother insists a cocktail must be served with ice. Oh, she's your mom. Right? Like, share, subscribe, comment, become a member. And if you were going to give a super chat of $5 or more, why not make that a membership instead? Yeah, that makes sense. Vodka, that famous Tratnan liquid spice. That's absolutely right. JBRPH1, thank you so much. Celebrating 16 months of membership. Yes, yesterday he celebrated 1 year membership on Netter's channel. Thank you so much for the support, my friend. It is the Gunga Dins like yourself, the ever faithful supporters that keep this channel on the. I guess we don't say on the air anymore, do we? We got to say on the web, I suppose, on the streams. Let's see. Lynn says, "Jumbo ribs at the drive-in can't be beat now. Made from Brontosaurus baby, not moo cow." Yeah, exactly. Although, I wonder if they were to remake, I'm not suggesting anyone ever should do this, if they were to remake the Flintstones, if they would call them Apatosaurus instead of Brontosaurus. Let's see. Just another day, I suddenly lost 10 subscribers. It's weird. Yeah, I've been going up, down, by 1 subscriber. Up, down. I'm hovering around 1,669, 69, 79. I don't know. It's killing me. It's really killing me, guys. It really is. And hail to Connie Cleary, the bird woman of YouTube. Welcome, Fluff Chick Productions. Dean Krantz says, hello all. Welcome. Good to see you, my friend. So many channel members. I super appreciate every single one of you. So are you declaring your cocktails an ice-free zone? Usually I am. But something that is a little bit more refreshing and a little bit less spirit forward, like this one, we'll get into it. Happy Halloween to Joe's Atmosphere. Thank you so much, my friend. He's already shared out the stream multiple times. He is absolutely wonderful. There was a plan to make a Pebbles series. I think Velma killed it. Yeah, thank goodness. I can only imagine Pebbles would have been gay and maybe Bam Bam would have been non-binary. Maybe they would have changed the races around too. I mean, who knows? My debit card was hacked, and I had to block it. So the channels I paid members to, so I was a paid member of, did not get my monthly donation. I am getting the cold shoulder from a few. Yeah, I had something similar happen. It was actually very similar, and it wasn't so much that it was hacked, but it was compromised. And we had to shut it off, and it actually wasn't the debit card, it was the credit card. And we had to get a new credit card. And so I literally had to go through and renew the memberships I had and everyone that I supported. And when I did, I sent them an email and said, look, just exactly what you just said here. I'm sorry. It's not that I didn't want to support you. Credit card problem. Because I know that like Tom Connors will do this. He'll see, oh, Troy became a member. Troy, I thought you were a member all this time. But, well, welcome to membership. No. It's not that I've just become a membership. I just renewed my membership with a new card. That's really all it was, Yeah, Pebbles would have been feminized, that's for sure. Bam Bam would have would have a man bun. Yeah, that's probably true. That would probably be the least egregious thing they could do. Copper Age, Pebbles moves to the big city, but has to deal with her Stone Age dad. No mention of Bam Bam or the fact that they were married in a previous series. Yeah. That's the thing that I always appreciate when they take into account other series, and give acknowledgement to the storylines that happen there for the ongoing fans. I think I'm going to get to the drink in the second half. I'm going to take this opportunity to do an impromptu it's not really an unboxing because you can see what I'm going to open right behind me. This is just pure coincidence, but this arrived in the mail today on Halloween. What could be better? If I can reach the thing. Let me hold it up to the camera so that you can see it. This came from Big Bad Toys. This is a Svengoolie. It's cardboard. It's a representation of his coffin. Let's get this open and see what's inside of it. Let's see here. Bam Bam would not go boom boom, and Pebbles would have been pond stones. Okay. Most everything I like from being a kid is politically incorrect by today's less manly standards. I could not have said it better myself, my friend. That is absolutely true. Trying to be overly ginger with taking the plastic off of this because I certainly don't want to scratch the interior. Although I noticed that it's got the fake distressing that a lot of things tend to have when they want to make them either look retro or somehow spooky. There we go. And going to open this up here. Is it taped? I don't think so. Why isn't it opening? Maybe it's a puzzle box. I noticed that the interior has a bit of a... Okay, here we go. Okay, so first off, the lid has a flap on it that swings out, like on the show. And then what's inside? But a 3 3/4 inch Svengoolie figure with a rubber chicken. Cool for display. So if I open it like so, come on, get on there. The lid is very, very fiddly. Very fiddly. See that? There you go. That is actually pretty cool. I just picked that up from Big Bad Toys. I'm sure it is available from the MeWe store. Me TV store. Definitely worth checking out. I have all of the Mego scale Svengoolie figures, and this is, I think, the third 3 3/4 inch. The original one like this I still have in package. They also put out a black and white one. I picked that one up. Oh, no, I think this is the fourth, because there is also a glow-in-the-dark one as well. So, there you go. And thought I did have a great laugh this week. In honor of me going hunting again after years away, I bought a new hunting knife. When I got it, I hears my old gunny in my head. He said, "For fuck's sake, Krantz, if it is that big, we have bullets." Or why have bullets? Yeah, exactly. Good point. Julie is watching a Bewitched marathon today. Speaking of Bewitched, there is a Mego Bewitched figure as well. Thank you so much, Christian Delorme's Vinyl Revival for $5 Canadian says, "It's been a while since I've been on, Troy. Let me buy you a drink. Cheers." Thank you so much, my friend. Absolutely. Glad to have you. If you ever want to join me in the studio on a Friday night for last call, let me know. I'll work that out. It would be great to have you as a guest. But yes, and Curtis points out it is lunchtime. That is absolutely the case. Lunchtime on a Friday. What could be better? A liquid lunch, I would suppose. So let me share with you what I got coming up this week. And then on the other side of that, we will get to what I'll be sipping on tonight. See you in just under 3 minutes. Where's the promos? There they are.
You are watching Liquid Lunch, streaming every weekday at noon Central, 1 p.m. Eastern. Let's sip together.
It's the last week before Halloween, and things are getting a bit eerie around here. On this week's Thursday Things, my guests will be I Am the 13th Child and The Horror King. They're launching a new joint channel, and you'll want all the details. Join us this Thursday at 9 Central, 10 Eastern on Netters Network.
This week on Saturday Night at the Movies, a former Roman general sets out to exact vengeance against the corrupt emperor who murdered his family and sent him into slavery. Russell Crowe stars in the Ridley Scott film Gladiator this Saturday at 9 Central, 10 Eastern on Netters Network.
Every Sunday evening, Aged Boomer and Last Call with Troy Pacelli bring you the rundown of the week's geek news, or at least what they think is interesting. You may have heard about it elsewhere, but Boomer and Pacelli spin it like only two old geezers can. It's Geeky Geezers, every Sunday evening at 8 Central, 9 Eastern.
With the Xenon base destroyed and the fledgling alliance floundering, Avon must find another figurehead to take up the cause. Inevitably, it is time to set a course for the lawless Gouda Prime to renew an old acquaintance, and the title is the spoiler. They are going to find Blake. It's the final shocking episode of Blake 7 on Last Call Presents, this Tuesday at 10 p.m. Central, 11 Eastern.
We now return to our liquid lunch.
Yeah, I meant to take that Thursday Things trailer out of there, but I am the 13th child, and the Horror King will be joining me tonight, along with the Vagrancy Horror, and possibly a guest appearance by Horror with Nads tonight on Last Call with Troy Pacelli. I continue to maintain that there are only 51 episodes of Blake 7, and the novel Afterlife didn't improve anything. Yeah, no spoilers, Lynn. No spoilers. I don't want to ruin the last episode for everyone. Yeah, we'll talk about that for sure on Tuesday. I have no doubt about that. But there you go. And actually, I gotta be honest, there was a couple of episodes from the first season or two that I would have, I didn't care for that stupid one, the alien planet with the little guy in a jar. That was, some of that was just, there is an analogy I could draw between Blake 7 and Battlestar Galactica. Both of them tried to push aliens in places, and it just didn't work. It would have worked way better if it was just dealing with Earth Federation, Earth people, human, colonizing and stuff. So every place you go is just a colony of Earth, without there being aliens, but whatever. Anyway, Terry Nation and Chris Butcher thought that BBC intended to kick them out and continue in a new direction. They're probably not wrong, I got to be honest with you. They actually thought that the end of season 2 was going to be the end. So they added that cliffhanger with which could have gone either way at that point. Let's see. And my favorite was the vampire's sand. Yeah, okay. You can get rid of every one of what's her name? The vampire writer. She usually writes about lesbian vampires. I forget, but she's the one that wrote that episode. She wrote one the previous season too that was just really, really psychedelic. You could do without that one as well. I finished rewatching Andromeda. Seasons 1 through 4 were pretty good. Season 5 was mid at best, but still better than anything that's being made today. That is for damn sure. What about the dinosaur tree? Dinosaur tree. Yes, Tanith Lee. That's who I was thinking of. Yeah, you can leave the Tanith Lee episodes out of Blake 7 too. Yes. Anyway, let's get to what I'm sipping on. So let me share my screen. This comes to us from a pub called Rudy's. They must have some sort of a sponsorship for this particular vodka brand. I have no knowledge or particular affinity for it. So in the description below, I just say vodka because this is a mixer. It's not very vodka forward, so it doesn't really matter much. That's why I'm using up my buddy's American vodka. So the Purple Nurple cocktail recipe. The Purple Nurple is a cocktail creation introduced to us from the crew at Rudy's Bar and Grill. Like so many drinks, every bar wants to lay claim to it, and there are, honestly, if you look up Purple Nurple drink recipes right now on online, you'll find like a dozen, and they're not even similar. They're not even similar drinks. The reason I picked this particular one was because, and I do this when I'm cooking, I do this when I'm making drinks, whatever. I go, this is what I got. What can I make with it? And the internet spits back to me recipes that have this. And I was like, Purple Nurple? Seriously? That's the name of it? We'll get to that in just a minute. But, Yeah, here they're just going to talk about themselves for a little bit. And then the Purple Nurple was an instant classic, pairing the tart sweetness of lemonade with the floral sweet balance of Chambord. There we go. That's why I'm doing this, because as you guys know, I had a drink a couple weeks ago that required Chambord, and I just figured I got it. Let's use it. This is one of the team's favorite spring cocktails. Well, I'm drinking it in the fall. That delivers through the summer months. And let's face it, today is what? It is Samhain. It is summer's end. So let's have a summer drink to end the summer, right? This combination of vodka delivers an insanely delightful, refreshing, and sweet tart libation. Don't be fooled, this cocktail is no prank when it comes to delivering on the alcohol. With 3 ounces of the good stuff, it's right up there with a martini, and you guys all know how much I love martini. So yeah, let's talk a little bit about the name. Purple Nurple. Don't know about you guys, but to me, a Purple Nurple is a slang term for a titty twister. What guys used to do to each other on the playground, grab and go, and what would it do? It would break blood vessels and turn them purple. They called it a Purple Nurple. So take a closer look at that thumbnail, by the way. Anyway, the ingredients for their version of a Purple Nurple are 2 ounces of vodka, 1 ounce of Chambord, 4 ounces of lemonade. See, it's more lemonade forward than vodka and Chambord, and lemon slice for garnish. That seems pretty straightforward. This isn't a hard drink. You're not going to be too shocked by how this goes. Pack festive style glass with ice. Fill shaker tin halfway with ice. Add all the liquid ingredients to a shaker and shake vigorously. Strain into a glass with ice and garnish with a lemon slice. What could be easier? I have a couple reasons that I normally don't add ice to my drinks. First, I don't want to dilute the alcohol any more than absolutely necessary. But even in a drink like this, where it's not a big deal, since it's half lemonade anyway, usually when you guys see me drinking on camera, I don't want there to be a whole bunch of condensation on the outside of the glass. That makes a mess. It makes a mess in my area, drips on my hands, get it on my jacket, so I just forego it. I want it to be cool, but not, causing condensation on the outside of the glass. And to be honest with you, if I've got a shaker sitting with ice in it, that ice completely melts throughout the course of the night. So eventually, by the end, I'm just drinking flavored water. It's just not. Connie. It was actually was it last week? I think it was last week. I can't remember what the drink was. Somebody looked back at last week's liquid lunch, but by about midway through, I didn't want to bother with the mix anymore, and I just was sipping Chambord. It was really kind of nice. Netter said it tastes a little bit like cough syrup, and I'm like, well, there is a reason that, booze is used medicinally. It is used for a cough. It was the first cough syrup. And what is the main ingredient of most cough syrup? It's alcohol. It absolutely is. But now they're also putting codeine into it to knock you out, which is even worse. So never mind that. Let's see what else we got to say. One episode, it is just the main characters. Next, they have a full crew with no explanation, and the next, back to the main ones. Yeah, if they're shown out of order, it gets a little confusing. That's why I'm I've been very careful to show them in order. And I generally will mention as we go through the episodes, remember this is a reference to that episode, and this was brought up in that episode. This is where, this first came up and so forth. Say, I'm going to be doing a watch party of my new favorite horror film, Willy's Wonderland. I was thinking about 4 or 5 p.m. Central, since I know several of you are streaming this evening. Yeah, so if you start at 4 or 5 Central, then you'll be done before Halloween on Big Al's channel, which is, of course, done before Liquid Lunch. That would be a great way to do it. They're talking about Final Conflict. Considering watching Earth Final Conflict next to keep going with Roddenberry shows. That's fair. That's fair. I have a great Bloody Mary recipe for you. Does it involve horseradish? Not that with or without either is a deal breaker. I'm just curious. But yes, I'd be very interested in that. I love a good Bloody Mary. You enjoyed Earth Final Conflict. Let's see. Is that an entertaining bar? I thought she was the bouncer. Yeah, no, that's... So, as long as you bring it up, I may as well mention, if you watch the closing credits, you'll see, I'm the host, right? The lounge singer and MC, that's Sophia. You guys, I've talked about her before. The bartender is Moses, in inverted commas. And that means whoever the bartender is, male, female, whatever racial background, age, they are nicknamed Moses. Why is the bartender Moses? Because of the misheard lyric in the opening song of Liquid Lunch. The line is, the bartender knows us. And one of the friends of the channel says, why is the bartender's name Moses? Who's Moses? So now every bartender is Moses when they tend bar for Liquid Lunch and for Last Call. I'm a fan of Elijah Craig Barrel Proof. That stuff is rocket fuel. That sounds good to me. So adding ice can help mellow it a bit. That's fair. But I see. Here's the thing, and this is the same. I'm the same OCD when it comes to like baking. Using unsalted butter so I can control how much salt goes into a dish. If I substitute something, cutting back on sugar because something else might bring sweetness to it. By the same token, with something like this, if I want to mellow it, I want to mellow it the exact amount that I want. So I'll put a splash of water myself and use whiskey stones to cool the drink if I feel so inclined. And let's face it, those granite stones don't hold the cold very long. So you're really just doing it because you like the chinkily chink of the stones in the glass. No horseradish. Okay, I'd be interested in finding out what am in it. That would be interesting. Big Al's like, yep, it's Moses. There you go. The bartender Moses. I never misheard that, but I get it. Well, look, I never misheard the CCR song. There's a bad moon on the rise. I never misheard that. But then once someone said there's a bathroom on the right, I can't unhear it. I'll give you another one. This isn't a misheard lyric. This is used in music classes to show meter and melody. You can sing the ballad of what's his name? the island, Gilligan, the Ballad of Gilligan, to the tune of Amazing Grace, and vice versa. So, for example, you can sing Amazing Grace to the tune of the Ballad of Gilligan. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now am found, was blind, but now I see, was blind, but now I see. Now, every time you sing Amazing Grace, you'll be thinking of Gilligan. I promise you. That makes sense. Not sure which thing we said that you're referring to, but it's probably wrong, because nothing here makes sense usually. Hail, Tim. Good to see you, my friend. Always good to see you. Hold me closer, Tony Danza. Yeah, that's another one. Some of these are like, you couldn't really believe that was the lyric. But ask Netter. She's got to put up with this. I will be singing popular songs and purposely changing the lyrics all the time. Sometimes they're actually funny. Gotta get moving. I will send that recipe this weekend. Thanks so much, Dean. Super appreciate you. Yeah, I'll give that a try. Maybe I'll make that into one of my Friday drinks. I think Bloody Mary for November, that sounds spot on. So yeah, I'll absolutely do that. I would love that. I would love to be able to do a liquid lunch on a Friday and say what I'll be sipping on was submitted by one of the viewers. That would be really, really cool. 99 bottles of beer on the wall to the tune of The Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald. I don't know that one well enough to even sing it. But I'll check that out. That's actually a good one. I like that one. The Chair is not Michael Jackson's son. Oh, are you saying Billie Jean to the tune of the song "The Chair" by what's his name? That country singer, I forget his name. Garth Brooks. I could look at that too. This song is in the public domain. That's why we've used it twice. Interesting. Oh, Brother Jay, welcome. Howdy. I'm just so proud to be here. Well, we are just so proud to have you stop by. Thank you so much, Brother Jay. Good to see you. And I would also love to know anyone who has plans for tonight. What are your plans and what are you sipping on tonight? Mark Malkoff is just back from the tailor. Really happy with the new Klingon uniform project I started. I would love to hear more about that. Absolutely interested. Okay, misheard lyrics. This is hilarious. Okay, let me copy the comment. Not going to bring anything up on stream. That would not be wise. But I'm going to check this out just because. Control V. See what they have to say on Facebook. Oh, this is Peter K., a stand-up comedian. I'll check this out after the stream. By all means, guys, go ahead and right-click on that and check that out yourself. Oh, this is the guy. I've heard him before. He's where we got most of our misheard lyrics. Oh, what was the one? What was that one? Something about the vicar? Kill the vicar or something like that? I don't remember. Billie Jean is not my lover. She's just a girl that claims that I am the one. But the chair is not my son. Okay, it's a misheard lyric. I get that. Why? Because when you know what the lyric is, it's like, that is not... Even in context, you know what he must be saying. But he says it in such a distorted way, you're like, sounds like he's saying the chair. Yeah, I never actually heard it as the chair, but that kind of... I didn't know if he was saying the child is not my son, the kid is not my son. It's got to be one of those two, right? But it doesn't sound like he's saying either one of those words. I had already brought that one up, sorry. Reworking Susan Graver reptile jackets into Enterprise era outfits. That sounds interesting. Yeah, I know exactly the what you mean and the style you're going for, so absolutely good. Oh, thank you so much. Geek Flag Nate Knows just gifted a membership that went to Danny D. Danny D, oh Danny D. So glad that you got a gifted membership to come and hang out with me. See, I made it rhyme. Something like that, but that's not what it sounds like. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I always hear the kid is not my son because, but I think the liner notes say the child is not my son. So, go figure. I don't even know. Honestly, I have to believe that about half of the jokes and in the parodies that Weird Al comes up with is misheard or hard to understand lyrics that he just takes and runs with. That's the only thing I can figure. Just let me staple the vicar. I don't remember which song though it was and what. Yes, Peter K. Exactly right. Yeah. Id? Child into kid? Yeah. If you lose that L, it would come out that way, right? And that could happen, whether it's within your own glottis and you misspeak it or missing it, or, you know, a crack or pop in the audio editing. Oh, from We Are Family. Just let me staple the vicar. Yeah, exactly. And when he does it, it's like, if he's commenting on a song that I never knew what the lyric was in the first place, I'm like, it sure does sound like that. Oh, that other Michael Jackson song, Your Hot Dogs Are the Best. Maybe he started to say one, changed to the other mid-word. That sounds perfectly fair. And Michael Jackson actually has a long history of this. Go back to the days of when he's singing with his brothers, the Jackson 5. Just look over your shoulders, honey. He pluralizes shoulders. Obviously, that's not correct. That's not how the lyric was written. He took some flack from his brothers about screwing up that take, and they decided to go with that take of it instead because it just sounded so good. So they just went with it. Danny D is one of us. Yeah. Welcome, Danny D. Every time I hear the same Christmas song at work, I make up my own lyrics when you hear the same damn song over and over again. Yeah, and it's not just Christmas songs. I mean, there's a lot of songs that get played out that you hear over and over. I'll be honest with you, I have started doing it with the themes that I use on here. When I hear that Liquid Lunch theme 5 days a week, every weekday, it gets into your head. And I start effing around with the lyrics, you know. One of these days, maybe I should do a parody version of it, just because it's happening in my head anyway. Let you guys suffer with me on that kind of stuff. But yeah, and that's why I do this, because it's fun, and you guys are my kind of nuts. I absolutely love it, and I will keep doing this as long as I can. This is Halloween, so tonight, this is the last time you'll be seeing this setup. I'm going to go ahead and solve the puzzle box and send the Cenobites back to hell. Pack up Castle Dracula for the year, and you will see some new backdrop on Monday. See if you get the theme. See if you get the theme and understand it. Don't go anywhere at the end of this stream, because I'm going to chauffeur everybody over to Wilkie's Movies and Music for his Friday stream, which is what we do every Friday, at least every Friday that he is doing a stream. Hang out with Wilkie's for a little bit, and then you guys can go over to Curtis's for his watch party, and then you can go over to Big Al for his Halloween stream, and then come back here for last call and get to know all of the horror channels in our community. And I think we're going to have a lot of fun. The theme will be Caligula. Ooh, boy. Would you believe I've never actually seen that movie, Caligula? I've been curious and just never actually gotten around to it. But there you go. You're off work today. That's great. Enjoy your summer's end. Absolutely. So that's what's coming up tonight. Let's see. Again, if you're a member, even if you were just recently gifted a membership, go on over to the community tab and vote on what movie you'd like to watch. What scary Thanksgiving movie you would like to watch this Monday. I will admit, I don't think I've seen any of them. I don't think I've seen any of the 4 movies I've got up, so I will be interested in whichever one you guys choose. Yeah, so there you go. What else was I going to say? Was there something else? I don't know, but Chambord and lemonade and vodka. That's a purple Nurple. I promise I won't show anybody my purple Nurples. Gotta go. Fixing my wife lunch before she gets back from physical rehab. Go make that girl a sandwich already, for crying out loud. And I'm going to drive us all over to Wilkie's Movies and Music right now, well, right after the credits, where you can see that the bartender's named Moses. You guys, I love hanging out with you guys. Hope to hang out with you again tonight. You all take care, drink responsibly, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.
Goodbye. Hope to see you again real soon.
Here's to the daylight, the drinks and the fun, our liquid lunch, till the next one comes. With a wink and a smile, we'll be back real soon, chasing that jazz under the high noon.